Wow, I'm telling you, this map maker is making this map easy. He's just giving me these items. Like, seriously, I've been. What? Okay. Interesting. What could this be? Seems to be some sort of temple. But here, yeah, as I say, he's just giving me these things. I can easily break that, but wait, no, there's probably some trap. Don't see anything. Nothing in the walls. It's probably fine. And there's definitely no spawners. I mean, come on, like they would have spawned already. So let's see. What was that? What? No, 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 no. Okay guys, hello and welcome back to another adventure map tutorial. I hope you liked that sort of small little intro thing I did there. I quite liked it, I think it was pretty cool. And pretty much what this tutorial is, as you've seen, is pretty much when you have an award out for the player and takes it and then a ton of mobs come and kill him. I like Silverfish because it kind of reminds me of some sort of like Indiana Jones thing where he takes the gold medal and loads of bugs come crawling out of the walls and stuff like that. But I'll get onto that in a minute about Silverfish. But as you can see, um, there's not really much to this sort of building here. This is all it's sort of the simplified versions of the sort of tasks which you must use to build this properly. And the first one is the basic block breaker system detector device, which turns the breaking of a block into a redstone signal. And there's a billion ways you could do this. This is one which I find is quite simple. And what it is pretty much you break the block, the torch then also gets broken with the block. It turns off this redstone signal up here, and that's really it. Although one thing I realised is it doesn't look that realistic when you sort of an empty hole into the thing where you can see all the wiring behind it. So what I've done is I've hooked it up to a piston which is under here, which is currently off because the fact that this is inverted. But when that gets broken, obviously that thing or that positive redstone sort of transmission, I guess you would call it, is then obviously turned off. That torch then turns on, and then that block there gets powered by the redstone, and the piston then gets powered and pushes up, hiding the backdrop of it as you saw about a minute ago. And that's really it. It's very simple. I'll show you it in action right here. That's simple. It's almost instant, as you probably saw in there. It's not quite instant, and I got a bit of lag when I broke it. I always seem to get that when I'm recording. It's probably because all the mobs spawning rather than the actual piston pushing it up, I guess. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Put that there. Now, the second part of this system relies on the fact that the mobs that are fired from dispensers, such as these, can actually if they're suffocated or like forced to be able to spawn inside a block, they're pushed out of the block immediately in the. I think it's left, but I'm pretty sure it's the easiest way possible. But I think if it's the player, it's definitely you get pushed to the left. But I'm pretty sure it just is the easiest way possible because that seems to be the reason for me when I tested it. And as you can see, if I press this button here, of course that doesn't work because I'm on peaceful. But if I press it now, as you see, the silverfish jump out of the block. Very, very nice, very simple. And you can do this many ways. As I found out, if you actually break these bottom blocks, they actually will travel straight down, which is pretty cool. You can make some sort of trap with that, where they fall into like a hole or something. And as you probably saw, one second as I switch back to peaceful, as you probably saw, those mobs did take a tiny bit of damage when they fell, but it doesn't really do that much to affect their thing. It would be at most one heart. Now, obviously, it's silverfish, that would be most of their life gone. I'm not quite sure how much a silverfish is, but it's not that much, so it'll kill them. And in vast numbers, it does a lot of damage, as you saw. Now, pretty much how you hook this up is very, very simple. You take your either this negative redstone pulse and you must invert it by putting a torch like this on it, or you can just What? No, no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I hate it when that happens. But either you can do that, or you can take that positive redstone signal and bring it around to the machine. Now, obviously, that would only send one tick pulse out, which would spawn one or two mobs, depending on how much you have, like how many sort of dispensers you've got hooked up to it. And you don't want that. You want as many mobs as you possibly can to be sent out. So what you need to do is hook it up to a clock. And this is a clock here, if you do not know. Very, very simple device. You can get other ones, faster ones, but this is the simplest and I think most efficient one, I would say. There's another one which is called a rapid repeater, which people seem to call it, and it is extremely fast, but it's almost too fast. It's sort of extremely laggy. And I'm gonna change it to sunrise, I guess, because it's getting dark outside. But this is it, pretty much, as I say. This is the exact setup. It should start automatically ticking. Although I do warn you, this repeater will need to be on a 3 or 4 tick pulse for it to work properly, or else the torch can get burnt out. But that is pretty much it in the form of building it. And I do have some other sort of traps in plan, but this one was quite a big one, so I decided to do this in a separate video. Also, in the comments below, since I am definitely going to continue doing these, I want you guys to tell me what you would like to see me do for ideas and adventure maps, because obviously this is an adventure map idea series. And another thing I want you to put in the comments is, would you like to see me make, maybe not as much as an adventure map, but maybe more of like a miniature mini-game type adventure map sort of thing, which would have all my sort of ideas sort of combined into one, probably, most likely. And there'd be a lot of traps if I do it, and also a lot of sort of advantages to you, but they'll be very hidden and secret. So I'd watch out for that. But tell me in the comments what you would like to see me sort of do. I am willing to do sort of other things, like which would be like texture pack tricks maybe to make invisible blocks and things like that. Although I think I would be mostly into doing things in the vanilla game, as you've seen, like this. I probably am not going to be doing anything involving mods, because most map makers would do things without mods, unless it's something like Portal or something. But you know, so most of it's going to be vanilla, if not all. But that's really all I wanted to show you this episode. So tell me in the comments what you want to see and what you want me to do as an adventure map if I am to make one. Not saying I definitely will, but yeah. Until then, MSA545, rate, comment, and subscribe. See ya!